For someone who's curious about Jyotish but doesn't know where to start, what is the one thing they should understand about Vedic astrology and where should they start?
I think that with Vedic astrology, it's really good to understand that your date of birth, place of birth, time of birth is like the seed event of your life, right? So that's like when the seed was planted, and if you can get that information, then you can see where the planets were when you were born and in which houses, so what star signs, and then they can be exalted, which means they've got more energy. They can be debilitated, which means they've got less energy, or they can be in their own house, which means that they're kind of happy. But if we're connected to the planets by the chakra system of the body. So like Saturn is the root, Jupiter's the second, Mars is the third, Venus is the heart, Mercury is the throat, then Sun and Moon, and then we've also got Rahu and Ketu, which are the Ida and Pingala of the body. And I think that if you realize that, energetically we're connected to the planets by that energy system of the body, then it's about understanding, like, if you can have an understanding like, oh, my Venus is a bit debilitated, and every planet has like a high value and a low value. So maybe you're choosing a lower value thing of like, a Venus, instead of choosing love, you might be choosing, obsession, that kind of thing as well. So it's like that kind of thing. And so, I think as well, I always like to think of it in terms of like a Barbie doll sometimes. Like, sometimes people want to be like Beach Barbie with a beach umbrella and a towel, and then other times there's like another Barbie that has like, could be the kitchen Barbie that has a kitchen
Yeah,
thing,
yeah,
right? So like,
yeah.
you stop comparing yourself like to or trying to be something different. You understand like, oh, this is the energy that I have. It's almost like what you're encoded to do as well, right? So it's almost like I feel like it's an encoding of like it tells you what your journey through time is going to be about, and if you learn how to if you understand like what the energy is that you're dealing with, like where your planets are weak, where they're strong, like what time period you're in. I think, Jyotish, especially compared to Western astrology, when you have the dasha system, which shows you, the certain periods of time that you're in, when you understand that period of time and what house is lit up, and that's what you're working on for the next however long it is, depending on what the dasha is, then you can live your life in a whole different way, where you really understand. Then you're looking at it through a lens of going like, oh, the reason why I'm feeling like this or doing like this is because this is what's going on right now. But then you can ask yourself, like, instead of thinking that something's happening to you, you understand it's happening for you. And then you can say, like, what am I supposed to be learning about myself, like, through this interaction or this experience or this stuff? And then you can, and then if you also understand what the high value and the low value is of that particular situation, if you're feeling like the low value, then you start reaching for what the highest version of that is, so that you can we always want to choose the highest version, because that's where the evolution is, because we're only here for one purpose, that's evolution. So if you can actually help, you know understand your journey through time with the energy that you're playing with that way. And sometimes if things slow down or something happens, Saturn might be transiting your chart right now and slowing you down, but he's not slowing you down because he's trying to annoy you. He's slowing you down because he wants to like course correct you so that you can go dit, dit, dit. If you go 1 degree in a different direction, you get a whole new destination, right? So it's about understanding like your life like through that lens, and then you realize that, yeah, you're encoded to do something, and that, when different things happen and different situation stuff, it's all for your own evolution and for learning about yourself and how to move through time. That's what I love
Wow.
about it.